From funny moments to crazy conspiracy theories, these are the most viewed clips from the Joe Rogan Experience podcast.
There's so much stuff that we kept from the story that if I told you, you wouldn't believe me. Now, when it came to the movie, we filmed it around the gunfight.
Like what?
So we filmed it, the movie around the gunfight because that's when everyone was alive. I was like, you shouldn't have known that I was going to be the guy that make it out. When they were picking the actors, I was like, so if you get somebody like an A-list actor and then everybody, they'll know that he's the one that made it out. I was like, when you're watching the movie, you shouldn't know that. Of course, Hollywood does kind of does their own thing. But the craziest part about that whole operation was getting me out of there. And that wasn't in the movie. In the movie, they did a daylight extract. Like they came in, landed, and a couple of shots, and they got out of there. In real life, it wasn't like that. It was unbelievable. I mean, it was a night, and the world was blowing up. We were in this like a volcano, like sitting in the middle of this volcano. And I remember looking down the mountain, and there's a river running down. I mean, it looked like miles down. And they had moved me. They had to carry me. I couldn't walk. And they kind of like, and we would stumble over. The Green Berets, Rangers, it was a hodgepodge. Let me tell you something. When them guys showed up to rescue me, when they found me, I was laying in a riverbed, dried up, tucked under a rock. The villagers had shoved me underneath this rock. And there was this one guy I had never met before. And he was sitting there listening to a AM/FM radio, and he was scrolling through the channels. We hand those out for morale. Like the U.S. military hands those out, and he had one of them. I recognized it. And he was listening to the different channels, and I could recognize the different languages, German, Japanese, and he was like, hey, they're talking about you. And I was like, okay, I didn't know who he was. He was kind of messing with me a little bit, because I couldn't move, and he had this stinging. Anyway, it's not important. And then the Gulag and a couple of the villagers came and picked me up. They had to carry me everywhere. And
Why did they save you? Because in the movie, it's confusing.
It is.
Because in the movie, it's like these guys save you, and you don't know why they're saving you.
When he found me,
they have to fight the Taliban.
Yeah, can you believe that?
Crazy.
So I had been crawling for a day and some change. I was like crawling through the mountains, and I had somehow, some way got to the top of this ridge line. I was so thirsty. I mean, there's an insanity that goes with thirst.